Afternoon everyone, Farmer Ben speaking. Let's head and feed the cows. See what everyone's saying down in the field. Let's hope no one gets out today. Normally they do on Facebook Live. Let's get a little farmer's nudge. There we go. There we go, we're heading down here. Probably hear Jack in the background. Not too happy that we're driving away. Here they come. Come on then, come on! Let's see, we've got some sheep out here. One sheep itself, which is not what you want to see. It's always a question mark why it's itself. And here come the ladies. Come on then, look what I've got for you. Oh, there we go, back. There we go. Got your afternoon treat. Bear with me with the camera skills just now. It's quite hard to do it while still recording. It's quite hard to feed them. So the sheep are coming for a wee munch as well. Sometimes the cows get slightly aggravated at them. Obviously the cows being extremely greedy. And quite plump at this time of year as well. So everyone's in good condition, which is what you like to see. So we're just doing a little pattern here so that they can all spread out and everyone... This is a wee lady who's by herself. I'm not sure what the reason was for that, but you never like to see it. She's not looking lean, she's looking a bit dirty. So I don't know where she's been lying. In a puddle somewhere. But everyone's looking pretty healthy. So this is how you feed the cows, or this is how I prefer to feed them. Long line of bundles of cake, or feed as we like to call it, and that gives you a nice 360 view right the way around. You can do a quick health check on everyone, make sure everyone's quite happy, make sure no one's got too much of a wet backside, they're not a bit runny, which is not what you want to see, but this one itself here has got a bit of a runny backside, so we'll maybe have to have a wee look at that. So thank you for joining me everyone, Farmer Ben speaking. If you've never joined the stream before, you're at Dalscone Farm, or Dalscone Farm Fun, as a lot of the locals and children know us. We're Farm Park in Dumfries. If you're local watching us, thank you for joining. We're just going to do a quick tour. We normally do a Saturday afternoon stream just now, and then normally a Monday or Tuesday stream at this time of year when it's a bit quiet around the farm, and then going into March, April time, there'll be several streams a day and it gets really busy. So yeah, it's all go. Thank you for all your comments that are coming roaring through here. Loads of stars coming through, so thank you everyone. I think I mentioned it last time that the stars, Facebook just now are doubling the value of the stars, so whatever stars you send through, you get double the amount. It's a promotion that they're sending just now, that they're doing just now, so it's a great way to support the stream. So thank you for that. So who do we have down here? We have our Dexter Cross Belted Galloways. So belted Galloways are a kind of local breed. That's the belt is obviously the white belt around their bellies. So we say cross because the belted Galloway is a dad and they're artificially inseminated, so we don't have a bull on site. We just, when the cows come into season, which is called bulling, we get a local company out and they artificially inseminate them. So basically put a bit of semen into them and that gets them, fertilises the egg and the cow, and we're not needing to have a bull on site. We're not really equipped for having a bull on site. They can be a bit boisterous and sometimes can actually be a bit dangerous as well. So it's not something that you really want on site if you're not set up for it or you don't have the means to look after them. So that is why we go down the AI route, and it works great. So we've had three calves over the last few years, and they're all doing brilliant. A quick story on this little brown one here. So see the little brown one? Not sure why he's brown. It should be black. Not sure why he's brown. So this little guy, when he was born, what will it be? It'll be a year ago now. Coming up to a year ago, I think it'd be summer last year. Was born in these fields down here. So running right along, see this brown patch where my finger is, right along there. So that's a ditch. In fact, I'll show you round about here. We've actually fenced it off this year to avoid any casualties that fall in, which did happen time to time. It's quite high at the minute because it's not normally this high, it's just so wet. So we're about that telegraph pole is the best way to describe it. So right the way around there, there's a ditch border in the field. And our little brown friend down here, when he was only hours old, we were keeping an eye on him. And from up, this is our willow field here. And from up there, we have a viewing point from the garden centre. And Farmer Fee was actually watching the new calves, or the new calf wander about with his mum, and seen him drop off at the top of the banking. So she phoned us. Didn't realise there was any water in it at that time. Phoned us, so we ran down, sprinted as fast as we could, and here was the calf in the burn, desperately trying to swim and keep its head above water. So myself and Farmer Joe were down there, and by the time we got to it, it had just about disappeared under. It was only its nostrils sticking above the water. Its only way to breathe. If it had went underneath, it was away. Handed Farmer Joe my phone, went to jump in, and just as I went to jump in, it kicked a foot up. I was able to grab its foot and haul it out. So it's actually amazing that it's still able to be here, because you will not get a closer shave than that one. We all got a bit of a fright with that one. So it's just because it was so young, it wasn't sure what to do. And it was a bit of inexperience that happened. Probably just lost its footing, but Mum should have been taking better care of her. But she was a first-time mum, so probably not too aware of what she was doing. So we like to keep Dexters on the farm because they're nice and small, so they're so tiny. This is the original mum Dexter here, and this is Raven with her bum facing you, which is nice of her. Yes, Raven, hello. So this is famous Raven. Raven was actually, well, we got a phone call asking we would like a little calf whose mum wasn't looking after it very well. And when we got to the farm to see her, here was a tiny calf. So it was probably about the size of this sheep. Not much hair, in very bad condition. She was quite lean, so we thought we'll need to keep proper care of her. We'll bring her back and we'll give her the wee Dalscone treatment, give her a bit of TLC and try and get her back up to full health. So that's what we done. When Farmer Pete saw her, he was horrified. He said, "What have you brought back? She's not looking too good." But look at her now. So she's always going to be smaller. This is what size a Dexter should be. And then Raven's obviously a bit smaller, but she's always going to be smaller because her mum didn't look after her. She didn't have a lot of milk. Again, she wasn't born with us. We just kind of rescued her. And she's doing great now. She's in great condition. She was actually named Raven by the children that were on the farm. They were from just around New Abbey area, so about 15-20 minutes from here. But she's came out great, so she's just our little pet. And she roams around the farm, she's quite happy. And she is Rachel, who is Farmer Connor's girlfriend and works in the soft play area. She is Rachel's sweetheart. She absolutely loves Raven. So who else do we have in here? Thank you for all the stars, everyone that's coming through. Incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much for supporting us. Who else do we have in the field? Rylands. So Rylands are the teddy bear sheep. Very popular with a lot of smallholders and very popular with the public because they are so cute. They're really fat normally, or they look chubby. Covered in hair, even over their eyes, so we periodically need to clip their eyes just so they can see. And they look like big teddy bears, so that is why people love them. We've got our two Valley Black Nose in here, which are the two bigger ones. There we go. Now, they're castrated males, so they're just pets. They just stay with us and have a happy retirement. They get fed off the public. They've got a life of luxury. So all these females here, all these Rylands that you see in this pen, you'll be watching lambing later on when it gets to April, because we're hoping this guy here, so this is Larry, we're hoping Larry has served everyone. And going by Larry's previous track record, he is the world's greatest at serving sheep. When we first got him as a tiny lamb, he's very, very small. Smaller as all these guys. We never thought he'd be able to do anything, never thought he'd be able to reach any sheep. And he actually served about a dozen sheep that he wasn't supposed to serve. So he's a bit of a machine, is our Larry. So we've never had a problem with him missing any females, and he's normally our backup if we think there's maybe a male that's not carrying his weight, or he's not serving everything that we want him to. Larry is our go-to. We put him in and he sorts them out. He doesn't miss. He's a bit of a stud, and the ladies love him, don't you? You like Larry? Yeah. So everyone's looking in good condition. That's all we need to see. I'm just going to keep a little eye on this sheep here, because I'm just not too happy with her. That's why it's always important to come and have your. That's why it's always important to come and do your health checks. So, where are you watching from today, folks? I see loads of comments coming through. Leave a comment on the stream, ask a question. I'll try and get to them and answer as many as I can. I have Farmer Fee on mods today, so she's checking. She's chat moderator. She's checking all the comments. She's just up in the farm where we're heading to shortly, up in the polytunnel, which is up here. And she will fill me in, let me know whatever questions are there. I'll try and answer them as best I can for you. So yeah, drop a little comment, let me know where you're watching from. We've got Chile, Michigan. We've got Ontario, Canada. Carol Perfect says, can you please say hi? Farmer Ben, hi Carol. I'm not sure how far behind I am. Wisconsin, farm country. Deb's watching from Indiana. Loads of people from Dumfries. Linda says, good afternoon, Farmer Ben and everyone. So you might have noticed on our opening little caption that we put in the front of our live stream that we have a supporters button now. So a lot of you have been asking how you can support the stream and how you can support us. I know a lot of you watch from further afield, just as many as there is locals. I've been speaking to a lot of locals who have been watching the stream recently. So I know a lot of you are from further afield and you'd like to support the stream. You watch a lot of our content and you really enjoy it, so you'd like to, you're very generous and like to give back. So we've got our supporters button. So what you can do there is, if you follow that link, if you follow it on the website or on the desktop, we get 100% of your supporter fee. So it's around £3.50 a month, which is about $5. If you do it online, if you do it through your mobile, we get about 70%. So the mobile carrier does take a cut off that. So if you can do it on desktop, please do so. It helps us out, and it also makes sure that your money all goes to the intended target. So what will come with the supporters badge, or the supporters title? So if you are a supporter, we have a designated supporter group, so you'll be automatically added into the Dalscone supporters group. You'll be able to chat in there. You'll see some personalised posts, or I'll be posted in there quite often, directed completely at our supporters. We'll be doing the occasional live stream that's only for supporters. And we'll be doing some polls that's only for supporters. So yeah, it's going to be like a good little community. When you're commenting on our page as well, commenting on the live streams, you'll have a supporters badge, so you'll stand out from the rest of the crowd as well. So there'll be a lot of extra content coming. We've got new microphones coming, we've got new camera equipment coming, so yeah, it's all very exciting. I'm trying to learn every day about Facebook Live, doing the best I can. It's not something that we're really experienced in at all, and it's not something you can really ask a lot of people about, because a lot of people don't do what we do. A lot of people around about Dumfries don't do Facebook Live as well. So YouTube tutorials and just having a good play about with it and seeing exactly how it works, how the world of Facebook works. But I hope you're all enjoying the content. If you are enjoying the content, put a little love heart reaction in there for us. That would be amazing. Let us know if you like coming down and seeing the sheep. We're going to try and see some meerkats, and we're going to go and feed Miracle because she's due her lunch anytime soon. Little fat Miracle, actually. She's starting to be known by, because she is a little chubber. So let's start the mule back up. Cows are fed, everyone's happy, everyone's looking good. We're going to go over and feed Jack some apples, and then we'll go up and feed Miracle. We'll try and get this thing started. Here we go. Thank you for all the love hearts coming up, and it's great to hear you're enjoying the content. Always enjoy a Saturday afternoon stream. Nearly finished for the week, and it's good to hang out with you all. The ground is so wet at the minute, there's been a lot of rain. Here we go. Little short trip over, but look what I've got. Some I prepared earlier. So as you know, Jack loves a Mac Red apple, and he's the man eating it. There you go, son. That's you. Tiny and Tim are in here, of course, standing in the muddiest part of the field. They love an apple too. There you go, boys. Again, everyone looking in cracking condition. In fact, Tim is looking a little bit thick. Here's the sheep coming over, look, to see what's happening. They do follow you around the field. So this is Boris. You'll heard me saying the other day that Boris is back from his escapades. He was away seeing three local ladies, lady alpacas that is, and he was doing the deed there. So hopefully they'll have some nice babies in about October, November next year. There you go, pal. There we go. Again, thank you for the stars, everyone coming through. Super generous of you. Oh, Boris. Oh, here, son. Here you go. Good boy. That's you. So, like I say, the stars, Facebook is doubling the amount of stars that we get just now. So, whatever you're giving us, Facebook is doubling it. So, that's very generous of them. Thank you for all the likes coming up. I take it you're liking seeing Boris. Hello. Check out his little... Oh, hold on. Let me find a wee bit for you. I like his little fringe just now. It blows in the wind, and he likes a wee close-ups. That's you. So, not really knowing alpacas to eat apples, but there you go. We'll not argue. As long as he's enjoying it, that's the main thing. I think that'll just about do it, because I'm going to run out of apples. They're eating them that quickly. And we need to get Pumpkin, Winston, Rio... and you get all them fed. In fact, you know, that reminds me, I need to turn my Wi-Fi off, because that will